Hey there, it's Jenny Fenig from jennyfenig.com coming to you with our weekly gutsy biz and life tip. How are you? Today I want to talk to you about goals with soul, right? You hear a lot about setting goals and hitting your goals and rocking it out in life. And I'm all for goaling. I know some people are like, no goals, no goals. That's the thing that leads to happiness. And I think you could argue any point, but for me, having goals and focus points and objectives has been crucial on my journey as an entrepreneur and mother and wife and human being. And so I want to talk to you today about how to develop your own goals that have soul attached to them, all right? There's no point in having goals that just are about you pushing yourself into the ground and being a maniac to try to get to some finish line, right? I always say there is no real finish line because when you're finished, then it's just time to start something else. When you're truly, truly finished in this world, it's when you're done and you're about to shed your body. So I'm hoping that you and I both have a lot of time left because I know that we have some important work to do in this lifetime. So I want to tell you how I set goals and how I weave my soul into them so that they truly are representative of who I am and what I want and why I'm here. So I like to have 3 goals at any one time, 3 areas that I'm really holding space for. And the first thing that you're going to want to do when you're developing goals is to come up with a specific goal. Like, what is your specific goal? And what is the target date attached to that specific goal? When do you want to have that goal come to fruition? All right, for me recently it was to get in-person help, and I had a target date attached to that, okay? You also want to think about what is your most ideal outcome. What is your most ideal outcome from that particular goal? And for me, it was, hey, I want to have a fabulous support person to help me grow my biz. And she helps take some of this administrative stuff that tends to pile up off of my plate. And I really needed somebody in person, not just my virtual team that I've been blessed to have support me. They don't live close to me. I needed somebody close to me who can come in and support me in that way. So I had my most ideal outcome. You need to look at your key questions or obstacles. What are those things that you're like, what's holding you back from moving forward on that goal? Hey, Mike, there's my cat in the background. The fourth thing you need to look at in this little chart that you can create for your goals are strategies to overcome the obstacles. What are those strategies to overcome the obstacles? Those questions that you just stated in the last little bucket. And the 5th area you need to look at when you have goals with soul are, what is the first action step? What's the first action step you can take in order to make that goal become real, right? Make that goal an actual, yes, a celebration because you're doing it. So for the example I gave you with getting in-person help, the first thing I needed to do was actually I put a post up on Facebook to just say I was looking for help. That's actually how I found my in-person help. I love the gal who's supporting me in my business. I feel very, very blessed to have her. But I put something up on Facebook. I wrote a job description, and I was going to go the Craigslist route if I needed to find that in-person help, but I didn't have to actually go that route. The Facebook post was enough for me. So specific goal, what is your target date, your most ideal outcome, here's Mike, your key questions or obstacles related to that goal, your strategies to overcome the obstacles, and your first action step that you can take in order to make that goal happen. Here's Mike. I didn't have the heart to lock him out of the room when I was recording this video. I was so excited to be in here, and I feel like he's so sweet. Why would I want to lock him out? So I wanted you guys to get a sense of little Mike too. He's such a sweetheart. Michael, woo! He's kind of wild because he's still a kitten. If you ever had a kitten, you know they have so much energy. It's kind of crazy. So here's where the soul part comes in with the goals. I want you to have your target and the goal and the thing that you're working towards, but I want you to practice being unattached to the result. Unattached to how exactly it shows up and manifests in your life. The unattachment part is truly the key to keeping yourself sane and feeling good. Okay? I see way too many people get so down on themselves because something didn't come to pass exactly as they thought. And then they feel like they screwed up, or they're a loser, or they're not smart enough, or whatever. And that's just lame. That's not having goals with soul. So bring your soul out into it, and know that you have to just give it your best effort, but then just turn it over to the universe, because sometimes things don't work out exactly the way we thought, but it's going to be even better if we just have faith and trust what's going on. Yeah? So I hope that's helpful for you, my approach to creating goals with soul. I'm sending you lots of love on your journey as you step out and cash in on your calling in the world. You have something really special to share, and I'm really grateful that you're here to share it. This is Jenny Fenig from jennyfenig.com. Great to have you here. And below this video, if you have comments on how you set goals, please do share them. I want to hear your voice. And do me a favor and pass this video along to anyone in your life who you know would benefit. Thanks a lot. I'll see you next week. Lots of love. Bye now. Get those goals with soul.